So, today I wanted to talk about an experience that I've had, and I'm quite sure a lot of us have had this experience. This is something that came up when I was talking to a friend of mine, and the experience is repeated life lessons, painful, traumatic experiences that repeat themselves because we do not learn from them. And this took me back to my autobiography, Negotiations with Death. I've had a lot of people ask me, why did you title your book Negotiations with Death? You cannot negotiate with death. And I said, I was trying to negotiate with death. I was going through negotiations with death. And death was not having any of it. It was returning. It was this recurrent experience. It was this visitor that just stayed with me for about 3 to 4 years. And at the time, I didn't understand what was it about me that made this thing not want to leave me. Was I that unlucky? So in the book, I talk about my experiences from my childhood growing up in the squatter camps in South Africa, Pretoria, and I talk about my journey through uni, working, relationships, and then I talk about losing my children. This is not something that a lot of people would talk about, and yet a lot of women go through it. A lot of women lose children out there, and they don't talk about it. It's considered some sort of a stigma or just a taboo topic. But I wrote to talk about it because I knew there were so many out there with the same voice as me, with just no platform to share it. And why is this relevant to my topic of repeated experiences or pain that keeps coming? When you go through a difficult time, or when you're experiencing a traumatic experience in life, it comes to be a teacher. It's here to teach you something, or it's there to teach you something. If you do not learn, it will come back. The same way we go through school, if you don't pass a grade, you will repeat it. You write a test, you write an exam, you fail it, you will redo it, or retake it. And this is the same with life. And with me, it manifested with losing my children. The same pregnancy experience, the same childbirth experience. It was a nightmare to go through the same thing over and over. And one would ask, at one point did it end? When I decided, I have learned, I was done. Okay, I have heard you, death. You have taken, and that's it. I now understand why you were taking, and it stops here. I refuse to continue to be a victim of these experiences. It is done. It's not going to happen again. And at the time, I knew absolutely nothing about the power of the mind to create my own reality. I knew absolutely nothing about how you're in charge of what happens in your life. I didn't know any of that. I was just tired of the pain. I was like, I have tried everything. I have tried doctors, Western medicine. I have tried church, everything, you name it. I've tried that. And I was like, the only thing I haven't changed was changing me and my approach to this reality that I'm in right now. How did I even come to that conclusion? I got no idea. I just came to it. Can't explain it. But that was when the teacher said, you have learned and I shall leave. And the teacher that was deaf left. The same way we go through school, if you fail a grade, you repeat it. You fail a test, you retake it. This is how life is. Pain comes, tests come for you to learn something from it. And if you do not learn, it will repeat. It might repeat in a different form, but be rest assured, it will repeat. For you have something to learn. And I had to learn in order for me to break that cycle with death. So this is something I wanted to share today, hoping that if you are going through a difficult situation, test in life, look at what is it that this experience is trying to teach you. What are you supposed to learn from it? Are you in unhealthy relationships, friendships, romantic or work relationships? What is it that you have to learn about dealing with humans? What is it that you have to learn about your own character or your own personality in relation to human beings? Are you having financial problems that repeats? You get the money, but somehow it just like you got holes in your pockets and the money just goes out. Big things keep coming up for you to pay for them. Look at what is your relationship with money, or what do you need to learn about yourself in relation to money, or in relation to the things that you use money for. So this is the lesson that I wanted to share today. And I hope it resonates with someone.